Welcome to our executive interview series at the Elastic Public Sector Summit, produced by FedScoop. I'm Wyatt Cash, and we're here with Pritha Mehra, CIO for the United States Postal Service. Pritha, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you. It's a pleasure to be here.
Let me start by asking, what are some of the key challenges that your organization is currently facing in transforming these ever-increasingly large data sets into actionable insights?
That's a great question, especially for an organization like ours that has over 115 petabytes of data. So what we've done really is maybe a threefold path. We first of all appointed a Chief Data and Analytics Office. And that office is actually responsible both for data governance as well as AI governance. And so what's really critical is when you are involved in the massive transformation as we are, is positioning your data right and tagging your data correctly so you can then leverage maximum value out of it. So we have spent a vast amount of time thinking about our data sets and where should they be resident. And we've moved from siloed ownership to an enterprise view of data. So as we modernize our mission-critical platforms, we take those relevant data sets and we enterprise them. So we take them, we define them, we work with the business. So you're giving the data not only its technical definition, but its business definition as well, and making sure that you have one single source of truth. And that's a massive undertaking, but it's one that we're taking as we are modernizing the next platform. We don't go about and say, let's do it for all the data we own. We do it for those mission-critical data sets. So we begin by ensuring that we have the right definitions, and then we move on to ensuring where is it going to be housed. With an organization as large as ours, we play in every cloud platform. So ensuring that where is the best placement of it, and then how do you make that data accessible to the other applications, which may not be resident in the same cloud. So we've set up an architecture of event brokers, event streaming, so that we can have quick access to that necessary data. And then, of course, that lays the foundation then for you to move on to the next phase, which is AI. And how do we bring the LLM applications with riding on these data sets? And if your underlying data sets are truthful and responsible, then you're less likely to hallucinate and get the wrong answers. And so once we've organized the data, the actual leverage of the data and using the data to bring actionable insights across the organization is really the most critical part of this exercise. So our data team works very closely with the business groups to understand their mission and then to drive the operational excellence, the performance excellence, or the revenue growth based on the data insights. So most critical of all of this is ensuring that we are giving the organization the answers and the insights that they need. And then we're giving our customers, through citizen services, the insights they need as to our performance, our package delivery, and our ability to meet their needs.
And then next, from a cybersecurity perspective, can you talk about some of the cybersecurity strategies that are proving most effective for agencies like yours now and to protect their data? And how does integrating advanced data analytics that you talked about earlier and AI play a role in that?
Okay, great. Cybersecurity is a very critical objective of ours. We have a cybersecurity group, which is a fairly mature group. And we essentially are using data and analytics throughout our cybersecurity practice, whether it's risk understanding, whether it's threat detection, whether it's data security, and whether it's data protection. We use it across the platform. When you think about an organization like ours, analytics and deep data analytics is utilized throughout our development lifecycle, whether you're talking about understanding the requirements of an organization or a business, whether you're talking about development, whether you're talking about execution. Data analytics from the CIO and IT world is critical. But then when you talk about data analytics from a business angle, we are really looking at using data to drive our mission-critical functions. And cybersecurity is the underlying framework that helps us protect that data and ensure that we are giving truthful answers to the organization. So we actually engage our cybersecurity group in a much broader format than what is traditional cybersecurity. In fact, one of their critical roles is promoting secure coding practices. So they are actually very involved with the development team in understanding how they develop and shifting security all the way left to the start. So you use your secure coding practices right from when you conceive of an idea. So that's one that's really mission critical. We adopt the NIST framework, and we also adopt the Zero Trust framework. So we are using the pillars of the Zero Trust to drive our organizational improvements across cybersecurity. So starting with account management, we have deployed multi-factor across most of our mission-critical applications that hold secure private data or personal information. We have deployed state-of-the-art SaaS products to protect admins' super administration rights across applications. So now an admin user can only go in to do their job, and everything they do is logged, and their password is changed every time they log in. So we've really securitized that entire application space. When we look at data, we are looking at data protection across the layers, right from data at rest. When we talk about networks, we have just recently completed a massive effort around network segmentation. Whereas our network was, you were able to laterally move pretty much anywhere. Now we've segmented our network so you can only be connected on a need-to-know basis to your neighbors when you are needed. And then, of course, cybersecurity is playing a huge role in our AI practice. We have created an AI council where our CISO is one of the chief sponsors that lets a project through or not, ensuring that whatever data sets we're using and whatever manipulations we're doing in the data follows our AI governance and our cybersecurity governance practices.
Well, Pritha Mehra, thank you so much for taking a few minutes to sort of share some of the many projects that I'm sure you've been busy with at the U.S. Postal Service.
Thank you.